Hey guys, so another video that's probably not what you're looking for, but it's one that I kind of wanted to make. So this time we're going to go over the things that they look okay. They're probably not like the best. I don't think they're the best games, the ones I was looking forward to the most, but they still looked all right. And I'll probably play them. So first one here is Unravel 2, which I think it actually looks pretty decent. Unravel looked all right. I never played that one, but this one might be well, I'll probably play both of them at some point. I never got around to playing the first one. And this is one that I'm not like skeptical on because it is already out. They just announced and released it same day. So I'm not like super skeptical on it. But I can't say I was actually like looking forward to the game. Like it has a good art style, and now that it's co-op, it could be a hell of a lot of fun with people, with somebody. But it wasn't one of the games that it was kind of a surprise, and I wasn't like super looking forward to it. But I will more than likely play it because it has a good art style. I don't know if it has a good story. Like that's always it's always the thing for me, especially with like puzzle platformers. Is there a good story, or is it kind of shit? But I think Unravel has a decent story, even if it's slightly like nonsensical. Because you are basically a ball of yarn that's running around the world. Why is there a ball of yarn in the forest? Who the hell knows? It was probably explained in like the first one, or it'll be explained in the beginning of the second one here. But I honestly don't really get why there's yarn in the middle of the forest. So yeah, not really much to talk about. It was just an interesting looking game. Interesting, nice looking game that we'll probably try at some point. Then we have a game called Sea of Solitude, which is from German company Jomai. It's part of the EA Originals because both of these games are from the EA group, the EA press conference. It's a very nice looking game. I love the art style. It looks like it's another puzzle game, but it's got like an interesting concept of people that are lonely basically turn into monsters, and it's like the world is flooded or something. I don't know. I like games with new, interesting concepts that introduce like just something that's different. It's the reason I played Hellblade. It's the reason I'll probably play this one. And then we have probably the prettiest game of any conference. And that is Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Which is it's really weird to say Will of the Wisps. Wisp is a really weird word. And adding that extra S on there is even fucking weirder. I know, I'm critiquing the title and not like the gameplay. But Ori was a really good game. I played a bit of it. And this is one of the ones that like it impressed me visually, but I'm not like it's not a game I have to get this right away. It's one of those games where it's like I probably will get it soon after release or when it goes on sale. But basically that's it. I'm not going to pick it up right away for full price. So yeah. Like I said, these aren't the games that I hate or I'm not looking forward to at all or I'm like super apprehensive about. That'll be tomorrow. But it's just games that they're slightly questionable of whether I'll buy it or not. Unlike yesterday where all those games are basically I know I'm going to buy them. And now we're going to jump into the next game, which is From Software's next title, Sekiro. I don't know. I'm not good at pronouncing Japanese names. I think it's called Sekiro. It looks like it's basically a new version, like the next version of Dark Souls and Bloodborne combined. And this time you're Japanese and you have a fucked up arm. That's mainly what I got from and it's like your arm can transform into different shit. It can be like a grappling hook, or it can be like a knife, axe, sword thing. Or it can just be an arm. Because this one, instead of, I should probably kill everybody, it looks like it has a bit of stealth in it, instead of just go through the place and kill shit. And it looks like the bosses they're decently varied. Because you have the fat guy there who can basically, I think he has a giant sword that he can go and like spit poison onto and shit. And it looks like decently varied bosses, decently varied attachments for your arm, I want to say. And it looks like it's more Bloodborne than Dark Souls. Cuz Dark Souls, I think you had a good amount of I haven't played a lot of Dark Souls. Let's put that out there. I haven't played a lot of Dark Souls and I haven't played a lot of Bloodborne. But from what I can tell and the little that I have, Dark Souls is a lot more of dodge and block, where Bloodborne is a lot more of just dodge. And I feel like that's what this one is going to be. It's going to be a lot more kind of like maybe counter strikes and dodges than it is blocks. It looks interesting. I don't know if I'll get it. And then we have the series that I found fun. I found 1 and 2 really fun. This one looks like it's going to be just as fun. And that is Crackdown 3. It kind of looks as insane as the other ones. And I think they might be going more towards Saints Row type than Crackdown type. But you still have to collect the orbs and shit. And God, that was the one thing I kind of hated about those games was, oh, you got to go collect the orbs to level your shit up. And it's like, seriously? How many orbs are there? Oh, like 5,000. Fuck. But yeah, it looks fun. It looks very stylized. I'm not sure about like the switching, the morphing car, but it it just looks like it's going to be a good time to play through and just turn my head off. Kind of like Just Cause. Kind of like just the Just Cause series. It's a good game to go and just turn your head off and say fuck it and just play and blow everything up. Okay, what's this one? I honestly don't remember what trailer this is. I seriously don't. I'm like, I'm blank. No, fuck off, whore. Sorry, you know who started up. The thing on the iPhone, that started up. I think this is Resident Evil 2. No, this is Devil May Cry. This is Devil May Cry 5. I liked the Ninja Theory DMC. I haven't really played any of the other ones. I should go back through and play like 1, 2, 3, and 4. Because the first one I ever played was the new DMC. But this looks super fun. Because I think Devil May Cry has always been the series that doesn't give a shit when it comes to like these kinds of games. And they'll just do whatever the hell they want. That's just the feeling I've always gotten. But I am kind of looking forward to it because it looks a hell of a lot of fun. The one that I played was fun. This one, if it keeps up the hectic pace, but with maybe a bit of a better story, it'll be fun. So I'm interested. I'm very interested in Devil May Cry 5. You can use your arm as a freaking skateboard. Seriously. That's probably the best part about it. It's like just skateboard arm. Fuck it. Then you probably launch it into somebody. So I think it'll be fun. It'll be just another one of those just fun stories, and they do really well with from what I've heard, they do really well with the beat 'em up systems. With all the fighting systems. So that should be good. Now we have one of those indie games that it's like, this is cute. I know you're taking from Zelda a hell of a lot. A lot of inspiration from Zelda. None of us know what the fuck that says. But it looks really cute, and it looks like it'll be an interesting game. I'm not saying it's going to be like the best game ever, but I'll probably play it just for that Zelda vibe. Just for the top-down Zelda vibe. But also, it looks like it could possibly be a lot more complicated than the top-down Zelda ones. And maybe it'll actually have like a better kind of story that's not so bland and overused. But who knows? And here we have the one fighting game that I'm actually interested in playing. Just because I don't play many fighting games. I have like Killer Instinct, I have Tekken 7, I have Injustice. I have the Injustice games. But this one, I like the art style. I really like the art style. And I just feel like it'll be a fun time. Like it's not may not be the best fighting game. I don't remember who's making. Was it what Bandai Namco is making it? I would say it may not be the best one, but then again, they've made a lot of these kinds of games with the tie-ins, with the Shonen Jump and anime tie-ins. That it could be really good. There is a possibility that it is really good. But I'm slightly on the fence about it. I really do like the art style. Like that's one of the best things about that it has going for it is the art style. Because they kind of keep this into like the actual gameplay. Because I have seen gameplay from E3 of it. But it'll be interesting. It'll be an interesting game. And I want to know how the hell Light and him are going to fight. Because that's one of those, like, they're not fighters. They write names in books and fucking kill people. That's literally what they do. I don't think I've seen them fight once. Unless it's going to be like some retconning bullshit type stuff. Which very well could be. So now we move over to the Bethesda conference. Where they debuted Rage 2. Well, they debuted gameplay of it. After, taking a few shots at Walmart Canada for posting a listing of it. So I never really played Rage 1. I didn't play Rage 1. I played some of it, maybe about an hour, 2 hours of it. But otherwise, didn't really try it. This one looks more varied. Like from what I saw of Rage 1, this one looks like it has way more varied environments. Hopefully a better story, because I think Rage was one of those like, what the fuck is the story here? This is more of a tech demo than anything. So, and the gameplay, with it being a first-person shooter, even though we're in third-person driving, which normally happens, it actually looks like really tight. Sorry. It looks like it's really tight controls, really good shooting. And with the humor that they have in it, just from the trailer and stuff, I think it's it'll be a good time. Because they've gone from like super serious world, I feel, to just having fun with some of the characters. Especially with you can kind of tell that with their... Okay, that was the one thing that fucked with me, was that spray painting. With like the collector's edition, you can kind of tell they're gonna have some fun with it. And I think we'll see that in a minute here, where they show that. Or I just skipped over it. I don't remember. I probably should have reviewed this video before I went and did commentary over it. But, oh well. So yeah, it looks like a very fast-paced, very fun, kind of frantic shooter. Oh no, I have it in here. Never mind. The collector's edition is... This is fucking hilarious if this is their actual collector's edition. Just the Crusher talking head. It's like the fucking singing bass. So Bethesda does very good with their games and their stories. So I'm hoping this is really good. I'm hoping this turns out that, yeah, this is great and everybody should buy it. because I'll probably wait for review scores and then get it. But otherwise, like, it looks fun. It looks very much. It looks like a good time, and it's probably something that I will go and I will at some point pick up. No, there's not. There's still a bit more Rage. I don't know why I split this up. I honestly don't have much more to talk about with Rage. I'm glad that instead of, I think like the first game, a lot of the characters, like a lot of the enemies weren't that varied. I might be wrong in that aspect, but I think there might have only been like one or two factions. This one, it looks like there is a good amount more. There's like you. Then there's this city type thing, I think, that comes into play at like the end of this trailer. Then there's like the psychos and bandits and stuff that are around that you just fought at the beginning. So I'm interested to see how much variation there is to combat with the different, like how many different guns are there? How many abilities are there? Because we've only seen maybe one or two. Plus there's like, it looks like anti-gravity grenades or something like that. So yeah, it looks very fun. Like I've reiterated like 4 times. It looks like just a fun time. Like that guy there just blocking every shot. What the like what? How? With just a what looks like a metal sword. You got flying machines, you got cars, you got shotguns, you got explosions. It's all gamers need, right? Just make shit go boom and we'll be happy. The fuck is that noise? Yeah, whatever. Oh, and here, what is this one? Oh, this is the, Octopath Traveler. That's going to be on Switch. We've got these 8 different characters, and I think you can follow each of... It's basically... It's telling you to go and do multiple playthroughs, is what it is. Where you can play as... You can only play as, like, one character for the main character, I think. I'm not sure. I'd have to hear more about it, but it looks nice. It has an interesting art style. And now we come to Insanity. To just pure, straight up, chaotic insanity. That is the whole of the Just Cause series. And this takes it up to like another fucking level with the weather and shit. Wait, is that... No, I'm an idiot. It's not Just Cause 4. I just didn't cut that part out. And since I talked about it, I'm going to leave it in there. This is a new IP from Square Enix. Or Squeenix, whatever you want to call them. And it's... I'm curious about it. Because it looks like you are playing a deaf guy. You're playing a deaf guy and you're fighting gangsters. I don't know. But now they're showing like cutscene gameplay type stuff. So I'm very curious how this actually is going to work. Because it looks like it's just a brawler. an over-the-shoulder brawler. I'm curious about the story and just what it actually is. So we get more information on it in August. And now we'll jump over to Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts 3. So this is one of those series that I remember seeing it, but I didn't have a PlayStation at the time. So I didn't go out and buy a PlayStation just to play this. I waited till PS3, and then I never got around to playing it once they released it for that. So I said, fuck it, I'll play it for a channel. I'll play it on my gaming channel. So I bought it for PS4. And like I said a couple videos ago, I'm not really doing shit on my channel anymore, so it's probably going to be played... Like, all of the games are probably going to be played on my Twitch. I'll be live streaming them. Why? Because shits and giggles. And so I know what the story is. But I said before that if they start singing fucking like Let It Go and shit in this fucking section, I will pull that thing out of my fucking console so damn quick. So damn fucking quick. I honestly, like, I hate Frozen. It's kind of funny because probably one of my favorite Disney movies is Tangled. But I hate Frozen. Mainly because of their fucking songs and hearing them so fucking much. I wanted to basically cut my ears off and stab myself in the fucking eardrums when I kept hearing that. So yeah, I don't really have much more to say about Kingdom Hearts. It's one of those franchises, yeah, it's been gone for 10 years, but people still remember it. And I'm hoping that they've probably like improved on their combat systems, and maybe people can actually understand the story this time instead of it being so fucking convoluted that you have no clue where it's at or what the hell's going on. I'm basically done talking because I don't have anything else to say about this game. I honestly don't know who this bitch is, why she's so important. There's probably a reason. There's some reason that she's really important, but and the two at the end, I don't know. I honestly don't know. But yeah. Now we're going to go into the Ubisoft ones. With one of the game series that I like playing so much. Like, it was ridiculous when it first came out, like Trials HD. But then they just embraced the ridiculousness, and it's so much fun. It's so much fun. Like, if you've never played a Trials game, I would suggest getting Fusion or something and just play it. Because it's one of those games that you don't have to try super hard. Like, when you get towards the end ones, you do. But otherwise, it's like, there's no point in really, like, trying as hard as I can to get through this. Just have fun with it. And isn't that the goal of games? Just have fun. Just do what you want and have fun in it. So I'm kind of looking forward to it. I probably will get this one very soon after launch. But it's not one of those like top tier games that I was looking for when they announced it. Or I should say for this E3. And they're doing a trailer of just what some of the insane stuff you can do is. And a lot of the finishes that I think apparently are going to kill you. I'm curious with that explosive barrel level, if you can like blow up early on, and if you have enough momentum, you'll just keep hitting explosions and be sent all the way to the end if you bail out at the right time. That would be the most interesting level, I think. Like you hit a barrel and the barrels are positioned perfectly that you can keep hitting if you were going at the right speed for hitting the first one. And it takes you all the way to the end. I think it'd be hilarious. But that's just me. And now we're going to one of the games that I'm just like, what in the fuck am I watching? When this is going on, I'm like, what is this? I think it's a new IP from Ubisoft that is... It's called Control. It looks like a telekinetic third-person shooter type thing. Puzzle game type thing. I honestly don't... Like, they showed us this trailer, and I honestly don't know what in the hell it is. She's got like a morphing gun type thing. It's either morphing or pulsating, one of the two. Honestly, this whole thing looks like a goddamn MC Escher painting. With just the morphing gun, the morphing landscape and shit. It's like, are we in an MC Escher painting? With like demons? Or evil people? Oh no, this is not Ubisoft. This is Sony. This is the Sony press conference. It kind of feels like it's supposed to be... Maybe it's the better version of Quantum Break. Where you can stop time and shit and... Who knows? Who knows what it is? I don't think there was... It wasn't talked about that much, I don't think. So it's got me interested, but... Who knows? Oh, and now we come to... I don't want to say the obligatory remake, but it is the remake. Like, the one remake that I know was announced this year. And that is Resident Evil 2. It looks really good. It looks like a really good updated graphics version. But I've never been a fan of like scary games. Hell, I still haven't even beat freaking Resident Evil 7. And that's been out for what, like a year? I was stuck on the mutated Jack boss. So yeah. I know that's a very big tangent, but the game, at least the cutscene, or the trailer I should say, looks really good. It looks great. And I'm curious, even though we're going back to Shitcoon City. I'm sorry, I hate Raccoon City. Like, honestly, I know we're playing as Leon, but any game put in that city right now, it's like I'm not a fan. Mainly because I played Operation Raccoon City, and that game was shit. That was probably one of the worst games I think I've ever fucking played. Sorry, tangent. The game looked... Resident Evil 2, looks really good. These cutscenes look really good. And it looks like from the little they've shown of the actual camera in this, it looks like we're close over the shoulder. We're Resident Evil 4 close. So if they're going back to that, and it's going to be it goes back to kind of survival horror, it could be really good if they stick with Resident Evil 2's script and everything, which is I think it's kind of cheesy, but could be good. Everybody praises it, so who knows. But yeah, that's all I got, guys. Peace. I'm out. Do what everybody else tells you to do. Do all that bullshit. Like, subscribe, favorite, all that shit. So yeah, peace. And tomorrow I will have the apprehensive one coming out. The games that I'm very apprehensive about. So yeah, look forward to that. Peace.